Alrighty everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you all have an amazing day and I hope you all enjoy this video. This one's going to be recorded over the next couple days. I don't feel 100%. I barely slept last night. The dog decided that she wanted to sleep in my room on my bed, which means all night of the dog jumping around and getting up and laying down and getting up and getting down, and it's nice to have the dog pick me to sleep with, but it's also a pain in the ass. But today here, we're gonna be starting on moving this big pile of branches, right? We started wood chipping it into here, as you saw in the last video. Now, the reason we're gonna be moving this is, as I mentioned, basically the problem is, I mentioned it in the last video, the wood chipper that we have isn't quite good enough for the brushier branches here that we have. Okay, this obviously I can take that. That was a horrible example. I threw some over here. So something like this, well, this one is a bit stuck together, so it might be able to pull it in. But a lot of them are much wider. Like this one is perfect example. There you go. So this, it won't take this. It won't be able to press the branches together, the two parts of the branch. Whoa. Right? It won't be able to do this, right? And so because of that, it just gets jammed. And the top portion where it's supposed to be able to take that kind of stuff, right? This is too narrow, right? So it won't pull into here. And this, even though it's wider and it should fit, it just ends up jamming up the whole machine every time we use it. One piece at a time and it gets jammed. Maybe the blades aren't sharp enough anymore. Really don't know. My stepdad got that thing for like $100 off Marketplace, or maybe even cheaper, last year, and it's done good, but it's not perfect, right? And but we've noticed that but because we've used it and we've noticed that this thicker stuff, though, this is what we really want to be doing, right? Cut all the brush off of it and then just wood chip this thicker stuff, and it works really well. Well, I wish we knew that beforehand, because now we got one big pile and it should be two piles, right? And so we're gonna just take this to the backyard with the 3-wheeler. We're gonna burn it in a fire over the next little while, and then we're gonna start a new pile with the new trees that we cut down. And from now on, we'll know that we need 2 piles instead of one for the brush, one for the branches that we can actually wood chip. And we need to find our trimmers, our branch cutters. They are gone somewhere around the property. So we'll figure that out. I think we're gonna just use the wagon, and I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna load it up, other than just picking up handfuls of the branches, right, and putting it on the trailer. It's gonna take a few loads, obviously. There's quite a bit here, but hopefully you all enjoy this video. And I'm not exactly sure what more we're gonna be doing in this video, right? We're just gonna be starting with this for today.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll
Alrighty everyone, well, welcome back. Check this out. So in the last couple time lapses, you saw us trying to move this big pile of branches from over there. We didn't get very far, as you can see. The rest of it, we were able to get out to the backyard. So basically yesterday we did the first half, the first load, and we used the wagon as a trailer to try and pull it back there, but it just kept tipping over. It was too much for it. And so halfway through, when I got to the lawn, it all fell off the wagon. And so I had to just pull it without the wagon the rest of the way. And so I figured, why not just try that again today, right? It worked there, it should work today. But well, I'm not on the grass here, I'm on the pavement, and the rope ripped. The rope is not very good, it always snaps anyways. It's not a very strong rope, and I'm putting it through way more than it's supposed to be going through. And so can't really blame the rope on this one, it's more my fault. And but that's all right. We're gonna have to just figure out how to load this all up again and then pull it the rest of the way. Oh Lord, if we just throw it on the back of the three-wheeler, we could do it in like 3 loads, I think, maybe 3 loads on the back of the three-wheeler. But it's just the problem with putting it on the back of the three-wheeler for this specific load is going to the backyard where we're trying to unload it. From the front yard to the backyard, you have a change, right? And there's a bit of a hill, and it's slanted on an angle. And so if you put too much on the back rack of the three-wheeler, it would end up being too top heavy and want to flip over. Very dangerous. Don't want to be doing that. And so we're just gonna have to do much less at a time and just see what we can do here. It's gonna take an extra couple trips, but that's all right. We'll get her done. There's a ton of leaves on the driveway I've got to sweep up. I did quickly at the end of the time lapse here. You all saw this little pile of leaves was in front of the wood chip pile here, but I ended the time lapse and went and had some food, and then I quickly just moved it over here. Doesn't look like very much, but then it's like a foot tall. It's like 3 feet wide. 4 feet like from here to here is like 5 feet, and then it's like 3 or 4. It's a lot of leaves. And then there's the pile back there. We've still got a few more branches inside of the leaves here that we've got to grab. And then as you see, I've moved all the bigger trees here that we've got to trim all the branches off to bring them to the backyard. And the bigger stuff here, some of it could be used to build little shelving stuff. Some of it can be wood chipped, and so we have to go through that. Some of it is more just for fire, but still, we got to get the branches cut off to make it so that we can easily put it in the fire. Like this here, the end of a pine tree. This is what we're dealing with a lot of the time. It's right, we want to get all the branches off and put them in the fire, and then put the trunk into the firewood pile. And so that's just going to take an extra bit of time. Not a big deal, but I can't remember if it was this video or the last video, but I mentioned that we've lost the branch clippers. And so they're somewhere around here. We got to find them. Haven't found them yet, so I can't do anything about that, right? So we still have the couple trees here that we have to trim up as well, right? We cut them down and then realized we still don't have the clippers, and so these also have to be trimmed up and brought out back. But it's coming along, right? We're getting it done. Hopefully you're all enjoying, and we'll be right back after the next time lapse, and we're gonna try and move this back there.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number,
Alrighty everyone, check this out. So we've been able to move over all the tree branches that we had, and so now we can start on raking up all the leaves and finding whatever's left inside of them, collecting them up. And then the leaves, we're gonna just make a pile, and then I'm thinking crush the stuff back there down or get rid of it and then fill it in with leaves. Maybe that would be a better idea. We're gonna see. I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna do with the leaves. Maybe we'll just bring them to the backyard and add them to the fire. We'll see what happens. We've got a lot of stuff here we still got to move, but like I said, we need the clippers to trim it up first. And so yeah, for right now, we'll get this leaf pile raked up. We'll sweep up the leaf pile at the start over there, and then that'll be all for right now. And then we'll see what we do next. Hopefully you're all enjoying.
I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
Alrighty, everyone, check this out. So we've been able to make progress on the leaves here. Got them all raked up. All this is semi-cleared up between the new pile, right? There's the crappy wood that we can't really do much with. Stuff we still have to cut up, and it's basically all just crappy wood we have to cut up and burn. We've got our pile of leaves, and that's about 5 feet wide by 5 feet wide by like 3 feet tall at this point. And then at this point, I want to try and take this entire, from about this tree that's sticking out here, this little log at the top of my finger, at the tip of my finger, it's all branches all along the ground here. And so I want to go through that. I've already collected a few here just to show you, like, this is what we've got all through this entire area here. And so we're going to go through and we're going to start collecting all this and bring it back on the 3-wheeler as well, just like we have been. Hopefully you're all enjoying this video so far. If you are, be sure to leave a like and to comment with your favorite part, and stay tuned for more. We're making this property amazing. We're going to turn it around. We're going to help my parents. We're going to get the whole 2 acres cleaned up as best as we can. And we'll see what happens.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in...
Alrighty, everyone, check this out. So we've been able to rake up all the leaves here and get most of this pile cleaned up. There's still, like, if you dig into it, there's still branches, right? Oh, there you go. I just got one out. But a lot of them, from what I've been able to see, okay, well, a lot of them are stuck to this. This is the one that's, a lot of these branches are stuck to this one tree, and it goes under everything. And all of these bigger ones are under one of these 2 larger trees. So we need to get these chopped up into footings. We're going to go about 2 feet long on each one of them, just to be safe. And then we're going to load them up onto the back of the 3-wheeler. And then we're going to bring them down there. We're going to stack them up. And then eventually, soon throughout the year, we'll char them on the fire. And then we can use them as footings to build a new shed. Now, for today, for right now, this is going to be it. Over the last couple days, we've been able to clear up these couple piles. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to leave a like and to comment with your favorite part, and consider also subscribing for more content Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everyone.